Hi, Eric. We are Wilma and Chuck Lormus, Assemblies of God U.S. missionaries. And we want to first say thank you for approving us to get a Speed the Light vehicle. We will be using that for the ministry God's called us to, and we're excited about it.
Yeah, the name of our ministry is Missions Awareness and Development, MAD for short. In Missions Awareness and Development, what we do is we target churches that are underachieving in missions. And that can be in any number of areas. And so what we have is a 12-point assessment that we send to the lead pastor, and we ask him to take an honest look at where their church is in various areas of missions, whether it's prayer or giving or some type of outreach or ministry within the church. And once he's done that assessment, he sends it back to us. We look it over, and then we get with him on the phone and we discuss the areas of the assessment, and we try to identify the 3 or 4 key areas that they need to begin working on right away. And we believe that the pastor knows his church better than we do, and the answers come in the local church. We're not trying to be the answer man here. We're just trying to help them to find what they need to do to get their church jump started for missions. So we help them to cast vision. Where do you want to be a year from now? Where do you want to be 5 years from now? And once that vision is cast, then we help them to develop a plan to get them from point A to point B. And in doing so, they begin to do much more for missions than they currently are.
We know that every pastor gets called into the ministry and has a heart to help fulfill the Great Commission. Sadly, some of us just get stuck or overwhelmed by the task, and that's where we come in. We come alongside and we help them by fanning the flames, stirring the embers, and igniting the vision that's probably just simply lying dormant in their heart. They may not know what to do. They may not know what their next step will be. As we come alongside, we can help them to figure out what that looks like for them and for their church, and then help them extend their reach right there locally where they are, then within our nation and internationally around the world as they develop their missions program. And that's our heart. We just want to see more missionaries sent out and our nation reached in a greater measure.
We're based here in Bloomington, Illinois, and that's just the home base. We have a wonderful church here that we work out of, and our ministry spans the entire state and the entire country. We're just starting out, so we're focused mainly in Illinois, but that's not the only place we're focusing our ministry. Eventually, we'd love to see a network of people doing exactly the same thing in every district around the country. In order to help churches just begin to do their part, we want every church to simply do their part for missions.
Our very own Gary Blanchard talks about when someone helped him, I don't know, maybe 20 years ago, when he was, him and his church were stuck, and how that revolutionized their missions giving, and they became one of the leading churches in Illinois. Well, that's our heart, to take churches that really don't know what they're doing or are stuck or just don't know what the next step might be in terms of missions, and see them explode, and in terms of giving, in terms of prayer, in terms of bringing missionaries in. And together through that, we can help fulfill the Great Commission here in our own nation and around the world.
And we promise that we will put a lot of miles on that Speed the Light vehicle.
So thanks again, and we look forward to serving you guys in any way we can.